Next we start with axial force calculation. Now axial force is nothing but longitudinal or axial force along the beam. So we start with again A and move towards point E. By taking a section towards right of A and very near to it, we have axial force towards right of A is equal to, now by considering the left hand side of section, we have a rightward force HA equal to 1.5 kilonewton. So we have plus 1.51 kilonewton. Next we take section towards left of C. Now since between point A and C there is as such no other horizontal force, so we take directly section towards left of C. So by taking a section towards left of C and very near to it, the axial force towards left of C is equal to plus 1.51 kilonewton. Next we move beyond point C. So now by taking a section towards right of C and very near to it, the axial force towards right of C is, if I consider the left hand side of section, we see that there is only addition of the leftward force whose magnitude is 20 cos 60. So we have plus 1.51 kilonewton minus 20 cos 60. Its value comes out to be minus 8.48 kilonewton. Next we move section towards point E. By taking a section towards left of E and very near to it, I can calculate axial force towards left of E equal to, now since between these two sections there is no horizontal force acting, so we'll have the same value of minus 8.48 kilonewton. Now again this could be verified by considering the right hand side of section. Now if you see the right hand side of this section, we have at point E there is a rightward force of 12 into cos 45 kilonewton, whose value comes out to be 8.48 kilonewton. Now rightward force on the right hand side of the section is minus, so we have minus 8.48 kilonewton. So our answer is correct. So with this our axial force calculation is over. Now let's plot the axial force diagram. So we have the zero line of axial force diagram. Positive axial force will be above this line, negative axial force will be below this line. On the x-axis we have length of beam and we have plotted all the salient points. Now axial force towards right of A is plus 1.51 kilonewton. So let me plot on some suitable scale a positive 1.51 kilonewton force above A. So let me connect it with the vertical line. Now axial force towards left of C is same plus 1.51 kilonewton. So again above point C, let me plot the 1.51 kilonewton axial force. Now between point A and C there is no change in the axial force, so this will be connected by a horizontal straight line. Now axial force towards right of C is minus 8.48 kilonewton. This means at point C the axial force is changing from plus 1.51 kilonewton to minus 8.48 kilonewton. So on a proper scale, let me plot minus 8.48 kilonewton below point C. Now the axial force to the left of E is equal to minus 8.48 kilonewton. So below point E, let me plot an axial force of 8.48 kilonewton. Now between point C and E, the axial force is not varying, so let me connect it with a horizontal straight line. And then finally, let me connect it with the zero line of E. So with this, axial force diagram is complete. We see between point A and C, axial force is positive, and between point C and E, axial force is negative. So with this, our problem is complete. Thanks for watching in 5 minutes.